Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Hey, yeah. Here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, yeah. Tell 'em turn it out till they can't no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last warning, a courtesy call. I am not afraid of
Hello, everybody.
the storm that comes my way.
Happy Monday.
Yes.
I feel like I just said that earlier today.
I know. Busy Monday.
It's a little weird.
Busy
It
Monday.
has been a busy Monday. This is round 2 for us. Welcome to Defenders Live. Dylan and Steven.
Yeah.
I'm Dylan. That's Steven,
Yes. True.
in case you weren't aware. Go to doaeshow.com. That is DOAE
Show.
show.com for everything that is Defenders. Also for official Jackhole Nation gig or gear. Gear. That's the other. We'll talk about that
Talk
one later.
about gig later.
We'll talk about gig later. Hats, stuff.
He really
just
doesn't know really has no idea what's actually on the website anymore.
No, I do. There's just so much that we have on there that it's just
It's
so
a
many
lot.
different
It's
things.
like, go check it out.
Yeah, it is definitely. Go check it out. It's too much to name right here. Also, check out mojo50.com.
Mm-hmm.
Best place to go. Check out all the other awesome hosts.
Yes. And if you don't know, and you aren't listening to us live right now, we are
should be,
on
but-
Mojo 50 Radio on iHeartRadio.
Yes,
Check us out live, 9 p.m.
You should.
Eastern. Mm-hmm.
you should. We're also on the Facebooks. You can find us at DOAE Show
Yes.
for all of the major
Accompaniments.
what is it? The social medias. That's it. The Twitters,
The
and the
MeWe's.
Facebooks. Are
Everything.
we on the Instagrams too?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. We are.
We are on the Instas. We don't
We
do
don't.
much.
We don't do anything. We don't take pictures.
Mm-hmm. Dylan does know about the yoga pants. That is true.
I do. I have firsthand experience of.
And
The yoga
just to kind of clarify things, Rocky, did we even shower? Yes, we showered this morning before the show.
Boom! Mic drop.
That's why we haven't changed our clothes, because it was before the show. All right? I don't need to shower 10 times just to appease you and your pickiness.
You can't smell through the camera anyway.
Exactly.
So when they invent,
It's not like I'm all disheveled or anything.
that's water in my hair. I'm fine.
Jeez.
God, this is a tough crowd.
And speaking of tough crowds, Nostalgia Wild Rice.
Nostalgia Wild Rice. Oh, the snows are melting, but it is still chilly. It is still chilly out in the great north. The great north.
Yeah.
Jay and Lori out there are still suffering from a tad bit of crazy cabin fever, but
That's why
things
they're
are
in
getting
Texas
better.
right now.
Yeah, they are. That's why they came down to Texas to get a little bit of a break.
Mm-hmm.
They were on the earlier shows this morning. Missed that? Check them out. But anyway, go to mojowildrice.com. Enter the promo code SPRING10. That is SPRING10 for 10% off of the entire website. That is off of literally all, big capital A, capital L, wild rice products, the pepper jams, beer jellies, all of the whipped honeys, and all of the other awesome products that they have there.
Sorry, almost missed that.
Yeah, there you go. I've been waiting.
Hey.
The wild rice is the only native grain in the United States. Gluten, sodium, fat, and cholesterol free. High in protein, zinc, potassiums, and trace minerals. Blah, 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 blah. Translation: it is a very healthy grain that you should be eating. One serving meets your entire whole grain needs. Why you haven't done it yet, I don't know. Get on it. Go to mojowildrice.com. Promo code SPRING10. You will not be sorry.
Asking for a friend Jackhole asks, but did you
course.
shower together? The answer is no.
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 There-
We live in different houses.
Yeah, 45 minutes apart. I'm not driving to his house to
Just a shower.
shower.
I mean, leaving the kids at his place for 45 minutes there. and
Yeah, or
45
leaving
minutes
my
back.
kids, and it's just.
And then the
it's-
35-minute shower. I mean, it's just too much of a hassle.
I know, and his he doesn't have strong enough water pressure, and
Yeah,
I
it's-
only have a little bit of body wash left.
And really, my shower is a stand-up, and it's not really big enough for the two of us.
Yeah, it's. I mean, maybe when we have our own studio, we'll have a shower built that will accommodate our needs. But currently, right now, we
It's
just
just
don't
not
have
going
it.
to happen. It's just not in our
It's not in the cards.
Yeah, it's not in our cards. We just can't do that right now.
So that's fine.
It's just that's just how it's going to be. Sorry.
It is. So sorry. Maybe soon. But anyway. So our favorite lawyers in the news.
Oh yeah, which one?
Not Gloria Allred.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're talking about Avenatti.
Yeah, that guy. I swear he looks like Mr. Clean's little brother.
He does. He looks like Mr. Clean's little brother,
not
but
in a
he is
muscular-
anything but clean.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like literally the polar opposite. Not anything remotely to do with Mr. Clean. Just kind of like he resents him. Like, I wish I could have. Mom loved him better. She was always Mom's favorite.
But apparently,
became a lawyer.
attorney Michael Avenatti was charged in coast-to-coast indictments on Monday,
Of course he was.
accusing him of trying to extort more than $20 million from Nike and embezzling a client settlement money to pay expenses for his faltering coffee business. Avenatti has a coffee business?
Hey, in this is 2019. You have to have your hands in all kinds of stuff.
Coffee business, honestly. Yeah. Avenatti was taken into custody about 12:30 p.m. in Manhattan after federal prosecutors in New York and California charged him with an array of crimes, including conspiracy to commit extortion, bank fraud, and wire fraud. A judge later agreed to his being released on a $300,000 bond on the condition that he forfeits his U.S. and Italian passports.
Oof.
And restricts his travel to parts of New York and California. So he's not allowed to leave New York unless he's going to California, and he's not allowed to leave California unless he goes to New York.
I'm a little confused about that one. So New York, when they say New York, he's referring to New York City. Ultimately, I mean, they say the state.
No, they mean state technically.
He's gonna be in the city. You're not gonna see him in Buffalo. Okay, he's not going to Syracuse. He's gonna be in New York City. Okay, so it's a a lot of people, but it's still a fairly small place. All right, cool, I gotcha. But then he's gonna be allowed to go to California. Which is the third largest state in the country.
Sure.
There's a lot of places to go hide.
There is. Just ask
saying.
any and all illegals.
We would, but we can't find them.
That's right. Oh, very nice.
So, anyway.
Oh.
I don't know. Like, I'm with you. I think I'm more surprised that he was in the coffee business.
Yeah.
And in trouble for something like this than all of the other crap he was dealing with,
Rocky with an eye over on the Facebook. The Ava Naughty Coffee Blend is sold as extra caffeinated, but it's really decaf. Asking for a friend. Jack Hole over on the Twitter says, my children don't understand why I was laughing so hard while putting them to bed. I keep getting weird faces.
When they get older, just say when they get older that, Daddy will explain it.
Yes, I'll explain it later. Today, not so much.
So
Avenatti is trying to compete with APR Coffee and DMXDM. Yes. But he failed. He already failed. That's the point. He's already failed.
Look, nothing can compare to APR Coffee. You're fine, DM. Don't worry.
Yeah, DM, no problems. No problems.
No, there's no, you're absolutely fine.
Yes. Completely okay. And you know what? You know what'll make you feel better?
What will make you feel better?
Going to Tar River Arms.
It will make you feel better.
It will make you feel better. I know because I have the site up right now.
Yeah, he was drooling before we went on the air.
They've got a Car Arms CW45.
Yeah, they do.
It's a 6+1 semi-automatic pistol. It's only $384.81, man.
And it's one of those you're just this close. It's so close and yet so far.
There's only 10 left in stock too. I'm like,
Yep. It is. And the best part is you could get that online.
I can get it online. Not only can I get it online, but I can get it online from America's first virtual gun store. They're making it easier and more comfortable than ever. I can do it in my pajamas to buy your firearms online. Go check them out. They have great guns, great prices at a great service. They're veteran-owned and operated. They also have layaway and consignment options available. TRAGuns.com. 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 Tell them Steven over at Mojo sent you. traguns.com.
Yay!
Yes. So speaking of people shitting on things,
Womp womp.
Nigeria says
This is saddening.
the Muslim Fulani attacks on Saturday. They killed an additional 10 people in the Kaduna state as the carnage continues in Nigeria. See, they've seen 130 people slain so far.
Yep, and nobody's talking about this. That's the
Yeah,
frustrating
of course not.
part is and not that it's any less of a or any more of a thing than say the New Zealand shooting, but all if everything being equal, people should be aware of the fact that there are Christians are constantly being slaughtered in places like Nigeria, and not a word is being said about it. And there's, barely a peep.
Right.
It took a little bit of digging on here to
Even find this story.
in the interwebs, to even find stuff like this, and it's
it randomly came across my screen. I was like, "What is this? What?"
ho ho, what's this?
Ho ho, what's
More
this?
Christians slain. Oh, that's good.
The Muslim Fulani herdsmen killed 10 Christians in the southern Kaduna state of Nigeria on Saturday.
Like a native.
I know, right? Bringing the lives lost in the past few weeks to 140, with 160 houses destroyed, sources say. So this is a herdsman tribe, Muslim, and they're going through Nigeria and just killing all the non-Muslims in the area.
Which is what they're sworn to do in the very end. That's part of their ideology. That's part of it is, unless you're, the Reform Muslim.
Right.
That's part of their theology is you can pay a tax, you can convert, or you can get killed. There's not a lot of options.
The jizya is a thing, but
but
it's not really it's not really a good option.
No, it's this again. What is so saddening about this is we don't talk about it. Nobody makes a big deal about the fact that and again, forget the religious sect of the whole thing. Why can't we just go back to forget that these are Christians, or forget that New Zealand was Muslims, or forget that that shouldn't make a difference. The difference should be that 10 people in the past week and 140 in the past month, or was it this past year?
Yeah, basically,
have been killed needlessly for literally just murder, just a slaughtered, and that's the problem. It's the loss of life. We can argue the groups and the sects and the area that they were a part of,
but it doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter in the end. In the end, life was ended very quickly.
Here, I will say this. It does matter their ideology, and the reason why I say that is very specific. If a person wants to kill you, you can't live with them.
No, this is true. But what I mean is at the very heart of it, like, we got to be able to start there. Life was lost. Then we can branch out into, when you boil it down to its purest thing, life is still life, and people were murdered regardless of what religion they believe. Now, after that, we can start talking about, well, it was, this group or that group that did the killing or were killed, and then we can kind of start getting into that kind of stuff. But I'm so very much anti-tribalism right now.
I understand. But this is the whole point of this is an actual tribe going to kill people.
Yes, and mainly Christians. That's their point.
Mainly
they're trying
Christians.
to purge the country.
Continuing on with the story, it says, quote, "We were all asleep in our various homes when at about 4 a.m. on Saturday, we heard gunshots everywhere in my village." This came from Amos Samuel, who's 40 years old, of the Nandu Bok village.
Like a native.
And the Senga County told the Morning Star News, which Morning Star News is where we get this from. Everyone ran out of their homes to escape from the Fulani herdsmen 3 hours after the herdsmen left, those of us who survived the attack returned to the village to find that our homes were destroyed and that 10 of our villagers were killed.
So sad. Then in their sleep, while they were sleeping, like this is, it wasn't just oh wow, no, these people were trying to do as much damage as they possibly could.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
the entire point of what they're trying to do is destroy, kill, and maim to the nth degree, either to scare them out of living there, or to force them to convert. And that's the only point of their stuff. They are a herdsman tribe, so more than likely they have their own cattle, they have their own land, they have their own stuff. Maybe they're just trying to take the land over so that they can then, utilize it for their herds. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. The Kanduna governor has spokesman said Saturday night, which was the 16th of March, that 9 people died in the attack. Quote, security agencies have so far recovered 9 corpses, including children, said Samuel Arwan, I'm sorry. He said in a press statement. That's what I said, Arwan.
There you go.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I need my glasses for me.
So currently, right now, 130 were previously killed. This additional attack puts it up
women,
to
children.
140. It's women, children. There's no variation. They're not killing just the men. They're killing whoever they can find.
Pretty much, if it moves, they kill it.
Yes,
and it's
this is something that we need to pay attention to. I know it's not the United States. I get that, but at the same point in time, it will be the United States. Why will it be the United States?
Because we have people like Ilhan Omar.
Mm-hmm.
Who tells Muslims to, quote, raise hell and make people uncomfortable in defending their rights.
Oh, that has to be fake, right?
No, not when it comes from the
Omar
Washington
would never
Post.
tell Muslims to go
Times,
raise hell.
Clearly she did. This is, again, from the Washington Times. Representative Ilhan Omar, the Minnesota Democrat, dogged by allegations of anti-Semitism, told Muslims in a speech Saturday to, quote, raise hell and make people uncomfortable in defense of their rights. As hundreds of pro-Israel protesters rallied outside, Ms. Omar said U.S. Muslims should confront discrimination in her keynote speech at a fundraiser hosted by, any guesses?
CARE?
Absolutely, the Council on American Islamic Relations of the Greater Los Angeles in Woodland Hills, California.
Yeah.
Now, just sidebar real fast, I've always wondered why in the hell representatives and Congress people from one state are messing around in someone else's state.
I don't know.
I get that, CARE is probably based out of there, or at least one of their biggest places is out of.
Actually, one of their biggest places is in her state.
See, that's where I'm confused. Is why are you piddling around in someone else's state? I mean, it's maybe a normal thing. It irritates the snot out of me. But anyway, quote. So to me, I say raise hell, make people uncomfortable. Miss Omar said to a cheering crowd. Quote, because here's the truth. Here's the truth. Far too long we have lived with the discomfort of being a second-class citizen, and frankly, I'm tired of it.
Wait,
and every single Muslim in this country should be tired of it, end quote.
Pause.
Yeah.
Time out.
Mm-hmm.
Being a second-class citizen?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, aren't you a senator?
But she's still a second-class citizen.
Aren't you a senator?
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
You're a senator. You're one of 50, one of 100. You're one of 100. You have 2 people in your state that represent your state.
Yep.
You are half of the representation of your state.
Mm-hmm. But she's second class.
And you're second class?
Yes, because she's one of 2.
No. You're a moron.
Yes. Well, and even if, let's take it outside of her current position.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. How many, like seriously, they're not discriminated against.
Aren't they?
If anything, they're
Actually, people walk on eggshells around them.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
They're intentionally put in a position of safety.
Yes, they're given virtually everything they want wherever they want.
And just
all they do is ask.
And kind of just push to the side. Not only that, but we've allowed them into our government to facilitate what is and is not profiling.
Yeah, well,
to our FBI agents.
Yeah,
we've let them go through and actually edit our agents' work records and how they their training manuals. We've edited that. We've allowed them to go through and be the executive editor of all the training manuals about.
There's
about all of this mess.
Don't forget the DMV, in that area where they've changed everything now for them specifically. They're allowed to, in some instances, be in full hijab and be able to have
we can't see your
identification.
Face. We can't see your face. If we can't see your face, we can't identify you. If we can't identify you, then having a license is stupid.
Agreed. Completely agreed, but they're allowed to do it. This kind of stuff. So with all that, the schools, the higher learning education. Let's try that again. The higher levels of education, air quotes, the universities and everything have quarantined off spaces for these cats to be able to pray their 5 times a day if they want to without. I mean, little special stuff, and nobody says or does anything, and that's fine. I'm not poo-pooing that part of it, but when you start making accommodations for this special group and no one else, you can't sit there and say you're considered a second-class citizen.
Sorry, somehow a stink bug got in my house, and I just killed it.
Oh, good. Well, now your hand's going to smell like poo.
No, I used the bell.
Now the bell's going to smell like poo.
Yep.
Great.
That's okay. I can clean it later.
Scrubbing that joker
It's going to smell like Avenatti. There's no problems. It's no big deal.
Omar, whose speech was live streamed by Fox News and posted on CARE's Facebook page, also intimated, thank you, that President Trump was to blame for part of the horrific March 15th shooting at the mosque at Christchurch in New Zealand.
Sure.
That left 50 dead. I love how everything
goes back to shootings and violence and, killing of the Muslims instead of, the Muslims killing everybody else.
Well, but not even that. How is it that let's start here. How is it that the United States is blamed for something that happened in New Zealand? Because the guy that shot everybody in New Zealand was American, right?
No, he was from New Zealand.
Oh, he wasn't? Oh, okay.
No, he was from New Zealand. He was a nationalist from New Zealand, anti-immigrant.
Well, they must have been a Trump supporter then. If he lived here, he would have been a Trump supporter.
See,
right?
he was just a nationalist. He was a nationalist socialist, and he was also very much anti-immigration. So no, he probably wouldn't have been a Trump supporter. Because he was a national socialist.
Well, then how in the world would how does she make this connection? Because I'm just not seeing it.
Because anybody who's anti-Muslim is also pro-Trump.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid.
Right.
This is and
yeah.
It makes my head hurt. It really does. The fact that, again, when do we get to go back? And I'm really asking this as a rhetorical, I understand, but when do we get to go back to the days when of self accountability?
Well, none. We don't have those anymore.
Do they get to come back? Please tell me they come back at some point.
Thing.
Because
here at Mojo, we have that.
Yeah, I know.
We have that. We have the 5 rules, and those 5 rules are specifically about accountability to yourself and to the people around you. But in politics, they don't have that.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just period. I wish.
You're just period?
I am just period. Okay. It's that time of the month.
It is that time of the month. And with that, folks, we'll be right back. Wow, the MeWe folks are really off track.
Yeah, I was trying to.
I'm
follow
on
that, and
they're on our page and everything, but they're like not even talking about. It's got absolutely nothing going on with it.
No, I was trying to read through that and see
like,
if
what is
something,
this?
and like
What's going
I
on?
didn't.
I can't use any of it. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm
Talking
like,
about Timothy
wow.
Oliphant and junk like that. Oh my gosh.
And I think they're talking about Netflix.
Yeah, like Netflix and Justified and other movies like that.
Santa Clarita Diet. That's a good show. I like watching that.
Zombies and dead people and things like that.
It's funny. It's one of the few things me and the wife will watch
Oh, nice.
together.
That's cool.
It's like a little Drew Barrymore eating people.
You need that.
Hi, everybody in the show. Like
Yeah. I mean,
Rough and Ready Jill Hole
yep.
said hey to us. So hey.
Hi.
Hey, the MeWe people. We're watching. Like I said, we're trying to keep up, but I got a headache.
Why?
I don't know. I was
Get your
trying
glasses.
to get some
Look, get your old man glasses on and just do it right, okay?
I ain't gonna be able to do it now. It's in the other room. I'll have them tomorrow. No, it's trying to. I was peeling paint off around this little frame. I'm in the living room. I'm gonna paint.
You just ate too much of it, okay? That's all that happened.
No, I told you it's not lead based. There's no point in eating it. Lead adds flavor.
This is what it is. Oh, that it is. Is it?
It's good. It adds flavor.
Mm-mm-mm.
God, they are going at it over
Rough
on
and
me.
Ready said. Rough and Ready Joe Hole says drink water.
I was drinking water. That's the problem. I had a half a beer. I think that might be it.
A half a beer.
Yeah, I don't drink beer.
Beer kind of messes me up too. All right.
I don't.
Coming back from the break in 3.
And welcome back, everybody. Defenders Live is on the radio. It's Monday, beginning of the week.
This is the second half of the show.
Yay!
And Donna Renee Ivy over on the Facebook page says, personal responsibility? What the hell? That's racist and bigoted and sexist and misogynistic and transphobic, and you're just a big old duty head Islamophobe.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to get a bumper sticker with that on there.
The entire thing. We're going to
I
take
was going
that
to say
and just
I'm a
post it on-
racist, bigoted,
sexist,
sexist, misogynistic, transphobic,
big old
duty head
Islamophobe. Yes.
I'm going to get that made.
Mm-hmm. That'd be good.
I'm
I
going to
think
put
we
it
can
on the
do
back
that.
of my motorcycle.
We should do that.
I'm going to put it on the back of my motorcycle helmet. Have that Joker wrap around.
Wrap around your head there.
I can't actually. I got to have room for my Mojo stickers.
Oh. Yeah, you need room for the Mojo stickers. So, speaking of...
I really want one.
It's so nice. See, if you go to catcoolers.com, use the promo code Steven, you get 10% off. And they have they have these wonderful coolers. They also have cups and mugs and other things, but mainly they have coolers because it's catcoolers.com. They're rugged. They're made in the USA. They're completely customizable. They come in 5 colors, white, black, yellow, and camouflage.
I couldn't help but notice you said black twice.
Oh, that's right. I did say black twice. The reason why I said black twice is because the second black actually turns blue, has a blue stripe in it when it's cold. Speaking of cold, it keeps your ice cold for up to 7 days.
That's awesome.
Not only that, but didn't I say customizable? Yes, I did.
You did.
Because you can put whatever you want on there. If you want to put Brad's face on there and sit on it, make him feel better, it's there. If you'd like to put our logos or the Mojo logos, or maybe you just like to put Defenders Live on the front of it, just because you can do that. Over at catcoolers.com /. I'm not saying / I'm sorry. Use the promo code Steven, get 10% off.
There you go.
Catcoolers.com, promo code Steven, 10% off. You know, sometimes I screw up. It's a live read, whatever.
It is. It's and we try to make it different so it's not the same thing over and over.
I get
but
monotonous, I know that.
Sometimes.
Mm.
It is what it is. Speaking of sometimes,
Yeah.
this article made me giggle.
Sometimers?
Sometimes people act like adults, and other times they're petulant little children.
Speaking of which, Donna Ray said,
"Damn devil."
Donna Ray said, if you had a real commitment, you'd get that as a tattoo.
Have you seen me? I'm running out of room. So apparently,
Mm.
this is a quote. This is from Politico.
Yeah.
This is the headline, quote, "We're in charge now.
Sure.
Dems freeze out GOP on bipartisan bills." Now I'm going to stop right there because this is the reason why it caught me. Can it really be bipartisan if you're freezing people out? If you have two teams and one team is not allowing the other team to be a part of it, can you really call it bipartisan anymore?
No.
That's what I thought. But I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't freaking nuts.
You see, this is the reason why this is even a story is because during the past 2 sessions of Congress, Democrat Bobby Rush and Republican Richard Hudson, I don't know either of these people.
I don't know him either.
Introduced legislation together to improve workforce training programs.
Because that's what the government needs to be doing, is improving workforce training programs,
Right.
not the companies that
No.
are hiring the people on the ground and air quotes, in the trenches. No, it needs to be people in the swamp. Good deal. He reintroduced it, and he added all this money to it and did not consult me. This was coming from the North Carolina Republican.
Mm-hmm.
See,
See, that's the thing. He's a North Carolina Republican, and I still don't know who he is.
I still don't know where he is. Yeah, this is
He's
Rush
from
speaking.
here. He's from our state, and I
I
still
have
have
no idea
clue
the
who
hell
this
he
man is. That is the worst ever. I don't know who this guy
See,
is.
now you got me. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up because this is
Dick
bugging
Hudson.
the snot out of me.
I mean,
now.
Dick Hudson. It's what it is.
Who the hell is this guy? This is what happens. People,
What?
do your homework on people that are running in your state because
No.
it's important.
He's running in our he ran in our state, but not in an area to where we had to vote for him, so it didn't matter for us.
But still, like,
Yeah.
you need to know. You need to know because I don't know, Bobby. Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hudson is among several frustrated Republicans who have lashed out at their Democratic colleagues over in recent days, arguing that Democrats have shut them out of the legislative process by refusing to work cooperatively on bills, including ones that they've once co-authored. Dylan,
Huh.
are you okay?
No, sorry. Yeah, no. I figured it out. We're getting people mixed up here. No, okay. Sidebar real fast. Richard Hudson is our guy.
Yeah.
Bobby Rush is from Illinois.
Yeah.
I got that mixed up. I'm sorry.
How did you get that mixed up?
I told you I've got a headache.
Republican.
The damn lead paint.
Lead paint. Stop licking the walls.
I'm gonna blame it on PTSD.
Yes.
Anyway,
Actually, it looks like sorry. Sidebar. Melissa Zippy said that she's gonna buy the DOAE tights for Brad. Please do. Send it to him.
you know where they're gonna end up though. The new intern's gonna end up taking those.
No,
suckers.
they're gonna end up on Brandon because they feel like his skinny jeans anyway.
This is true.
They fit just like his skinny jeans, and
This is true.
It'll be the tights and flannel thing. You know,
that'd be awesome. That's awesome.
Oh, Republican. So go through that. Democrats have one response. Welcome to the minority.
Because again, this goes back to what we were saying on Brandon's show when we filled in for him today.
Yeah.
This is what we want from our elected officials.
This is child's play, though.
To be as close to first grade or kindergarten as humanly possible.
Exactly. I want these idiots to be as childish, stupid, and insecure about themselves as possible.
Mm-hmm. Because that's why they raised the millions of dollars to be elected, so they could stand there and stamp their little feet and I do it's my turn, me. And then they wonder why people don't give a flying rat's tuchus about what's going on, that they don't have the engagement, they don't have anything, which I mean, obviously they want to stay that way, but there are some people who are shocked by this,
Mm-hmm.
and I just
shocked.
yeah.
I am shocked and in awe.
Shocked and perplexed. Say it isn't so, Timmy.
No.
Say it isn't so.
No, don't tell me this. This is very. I am so crazy about what? Huh? That makes no sense. If you think that it doesn't make sense, maybe you should try America's conservative cell phone company, Patriot Mobile.
Is this your attempt at Ben Stein or?
No, but I'm just going.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm done with that.
You were maintaining your excitement level.
I was
the entire
maintaining
way.
the
Gotcha.
entire. Yeah, see, I was fully excited and confused at the exact same time, and that's what it comes out as.
It's good. That was good.
Yeah. So
Good read.
if you're fed up with the disgusting policies that you see here, the crap that you see going on, and you don't want your cell phone company giving money to these idiots in Washington anymore, maybe you should switch to Patriot Mobile. You see, join the thousands of Americans using Patriot Mobile and get reliable nationwide coverage. Watch your hard-earned money fight for your First, Second Amendments, your border securities, and your sanctity of life. Veteran-led Patriot Mobile donates a portion of every bill to conservative causes like the Heritage Foundation, the NRA, the Susan B. Anthony List, and so much more.
So many more.
Switching cannot be easier as it sits with their unlimited talk and text plans starting as low as $20 a month. If you need more motivation, mention Doc when you call them at 1-800-A-PATRIOT. That's Doc when you call them at 1-800-A-PATRIOT, or when you visit them online at patriotmobile.com/Doc to get up to 2 activation fees waived on the spot. Look, enough is enough. Join the fight today. Call them 1-800-A-PATRIOT, promo code DOC, patriotmobile.com/Doc.
Oh, over on the Twitters, Mojo50 HR department. How's at Brandon Morris perm going to look with his DOAE yoga pants?
Fabulous.
Super.
Thanks for asking. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to get him to, we need somebody to convince him to put flowers in his beard while he's wearing the yoga pants.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That'd be amazing.
He needs to wear like a, if he's gonna do that, he needs to wear like an ascot too. Just because if we're gonna go, let's go all the way.
You gotta go all the way. That's it. Georgia State passes a bill banning abortions after unborn baby heart starts beating. Actually,
that's the Senate. Senate passed.
Georgia State Senate, yeah.
There you go. I don't think it's fully passed yet, but it's on its way. That's the upside. So this is the second one in
fourth.
No, I was gonna say this week.
Oh, second one this week, third one this month.
Well, technically, no, hold on. I'm sorry. Now we've done 2 shows. It makes me think it's been Tuesday already.
Yeah.
Technically, it's the first this week, but we mentioned one Thursday or Friday of last week.
Yes.
Mississippi, I believe.
Within a week's time, it is the second one within a week's time.
Yes.
Within a month's time, it is the third one. And within the past year, it is the fourth one.
And hopefully, it goes all the way and becomes law.
Aha.
Georgia House Bill 481, the Living Infants Fairness and Equality.
Life,
also called Life. The Life Act. Would ban abortions on unborn baby after their heartbeat is detectable. Not detected, detectable, which is around 6 weeks. It would allow exceptions for rape, incest, and threats to the mother's life. Oh, my God. In addition, that's so stupid.
Why?
Because it's stupid.
Why?
Threats to the mother's life?
Mm-hmm.
Define that.
Sure.
What are the threats to them? What threats to her life?
There's almost no threats anymore.
There isn't. I want to know the exact stipulations of what I hate when they put that crap in there.
What are the threats you are talking about?
And here, all right, let's back this up. Rape. Okay, I will meet you there. I don't like it, but I can concede that one. Incest. Incest is intentional. 9 times out of 10. Because otherwise you would fall that under rape.
Really?
So we would actually, wouldn't it? I mean, if you're having consensual sex with your cousin or your father or whatever, it's not wanted, then it becomes rape. So incest is completely useless as far as I understand it.
True, especially if it's unwanted.
Yeah. You can't have incest, actual incest, unless it's consensual on both ends. Otherwise, it's rape.
Yes.
There are virtually no threats to the mother's life. At least not that's detectable until,
okay,
anything.
So here's the thing. The mother's life idea and the entire portion of it, that was a problem in the 1500s.
Yeah.
That was a problem in the 1600s. That was even a problem in the 17 and 1800s. But since the 1900s to now, that really hasn't been a problem.
Thank you, modern medicine.
It is like 1/10 of a tenth of a percent.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what a tenth of a tenth is, that's 1,000th of a percent.
Yeah, that's a minuscule little number.
A tiny. That is smaller than the size of Izzo's penis.
Is that a fact? Can we verify that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was gonna say
I can't. I have no idea. I'm being confident, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I mean, it sounds viable to me. I was just curious if you had. Yeah, I was just making sure.
So the idea that a woman's life being at stake because of a birth in today's modern medicine in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you put it in there, fine. Nobody's gonna hurt you for that. But that literally means one. Like one.
Yeah, there might be. Yeah,
it's like
out of
a total of maybe 10 a year. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, if that's what we go to, okay, I'm willing to walk that.
Yeah.
I'm willing to go with you there.
I've also been told, though, and I don't know how true this is. I haven't looked on it much on my own, but I've also been told that part of that whole threats to the mother's life thing actually only they count that if she can't do it vaginally. Like if it requires a C-section,
that does not count.
I agree, but I've been told that if it can't be done naturally like that, if it involves any form of surgery or anything like that, then that constitutes a risk to the mother's health because it's surgery and she's having to go under and blah, 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 blah. So it's a risk. That's what I've heard. Again, I don't know how accurate that is, but that's some of the stuff I've been hearing from people. And I'm just like, really? Really? People. But at least.
You know what? It's okay.
It is okay.
It's fine. You want to know why?
Why?
Because
Tell me why.
Every Democrat in the United States Senate voted against the Born Alive bills.
Okay.
And they were all paid by Planned Parenthood.
I'm sorry, what?
Every Democrat that voted against the Born Alive bills, every single one of them got a hefty fund from Planned Parenthood.
Well, isn't that just
and that also includes the Republicans that voted against it. Yeah, of the 44 senators who voted against the ending debate on the proceeding to vote on the Born Alive bill, 42 were Democrat, all of whom received funding from Planned Parenthood during their latest election cycle.
Oh, good. The Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act was introduced to the Senate January 31st by Republican Ben Sasse. The legislation came after a Virginia delegate faced backlash for stating that an abortion bill under consideration in the state would allow abortions up to and until the moment of birth.
Okay.
The Senate bill would quote, prohibit a health care practitioner from failing to exercise the proper degree of care in the case of a child who survives an abortion or attempted abortion, end quote, according to the bill summary. Which is, again, we go back to a little bit of, I would call it irony, because you can't say you're a health care practitioner if you're killing intentionally, deliberately killing someone, something, a life. You're extinguishing it on purpose. That's not health care.
It's really not.
It's not care at all. That's
really not health care. And you can't say that it's health care, and you never could say that it's health care. You aren't giving health care to somebody. You're committing murder.
Yep. You should be.
And you're giving poison to people.
Yes. Forget the white lab coats, the doctor's thing. You should be walking around in a black robe with carrying a scythe. That's what you should be doing.
That's pretty much what you do anyway.
Yep.
They're just much smaller. They're not actual scythes. They're just they're scalpels.
They should be wearing the black robe and over the top of it. And
With the
almost
scalpel.
like they're floating.
Yep. And they have the weird glasses that like always have the sheen on it, so you can never see their eyes.
Yep. That's what exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's how it has to be. Because these people are crazy. They're crazy nut bars. And you're welcome.
Indeed. The crazy.
See, the Planned
nut.
Parenthood Action Fund donated to 41 of the senator's primary campaign committees, while for one senator, Maria Cantwell, it donated to a joint fundraising committee registered to Cantwell's campaign. The Democratic senators, Senator Jean, I'm going with
You got
Jean.
me.
Jean Shaheen. It's Jean Shaheen. That
Oh,
has
is that
to
what
be
that
it.
is?
Yes, Jean Shaheen of New Hampshire.
I've never read it before. It's weird.
I know, right? Opposed the bill on the Senate floor, saying, "This bill is just another line of attacks in the ongoing war on women's health."
I hate that. Oh, that women's health. Again, why are you calling it health? Health.
Implies that something is you're trying to be healthy. You're trying to help somebody live and survive.
It does have, the connotation of health being one to maintain a level of health,
Right.
not take it away.
Mm-hmm.
And again, 50% of all of the health care you're providing is extinguishing female life.
Correct. Rough and ready, Jill Hole. Abortion is not health care! Exclamations 30 times over.
Yeah, exactly.
But Senator Ben Sass, love that guy, responded to the vote by saying he is sassy. Responded to the quote by saying, "I want to ask each and every one of my colleagues whether or not we're okay with infanticide. Are we a country that protects babies that are alive, born outside of the womb, after having survived the botched abortions? That is what this is about."
You know, I my hat goes off to cats like him because
that man has not wavered at all.
Well, no, and but can you imagine? Like, he's standing there saying this, knowing that it literally is falling on deaf ears.
Yep, there's no one in there. He's doing it specifically on our stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing it to say it so he could be counted as one of those people for saying it, and kudos to him. But how? I mean, I can't imagine. I can attempt to imagine what that actually feels like to stand there, looking at all these faces and saying this. And there's nothing like crazy about this thought process at all.
No, there's nothing crazy about it.
This should be normal. This used to be normal, and the fact that he has to bring it up.
Yes.
And say that to a bunch of empty faces, knowing that nobody in that room, or very few, are going to care at all, or going to make any actual attempt and actually agree with him because they want the funding, or they don't want to piss off this group or that group or whatever.
Whatever group is out there.
It's just so sad. It's so sad.
It is terribly sad. And one of the things that you could do to possibly make your life better.
What's that?
And not be so sad. Go to therichsolution.com. And there you'll find that there are 8 obstacles to getting better health. See, Brad Staggs, he started this Doc Thompson Health Challenge thing. It's this crazy setup, right? And he started it on the 4th. It's supposed to bring the Mojo community together for a common cause. Heal, survive, thrive, some of whatever. No big deal.
Some
whatever. But really,
some tree hugger thought. I don't know.
It's to get us all to therichsolution.com and to get us on their plans.
Yep.
Because they are amazing. The Rich Solution has wonderful supplements for you and your families. Check them out. therichsolution.com. Therichsolution.com. Oh, and if you want to check out the Facebook group and all that stuff, it's a 90-day challenge. It's about a quarter over now. That's fine. You can still join. You
can still do it. You can start it anytime you want to. It's 90 days.
It's 90 days. Just start it now.
Yeah.
And get it done.
90 days starts today.
That's right. richsolution.com. 90 days starts today.
Over at the Twitters. Hashtag asking for a friend, Jack Hole, Mrs. Doc. Winky little bit.
Ooh, waffles. I love waffles. Speaking of a waffler, Democratic
he didn't waffle.
Democratic presidential campaign candidate Pete Buttigieg. Buttigieg.
That's what we're calling him, Pete Buttigieg.
He says, quote, "You're not free if you can't kill your baby. Dylan?
Democratic presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg is gaining momentum in early presidential state of Ohio.
Ohio.
Actually, it's Iowa. I'm sorry, I can't read.
Oh, wow.
I
You
do
really
need to have
can't
my
read.
damn glasses. Holy smokes.
See, here I am checking out the Twitters and the MeWe's.
Yeah,
and
I know
you're
when
over
I
here
botched it.
not.
It's my bad.
Golly.
The South Bend, Indiana, the Indiana mayor is beginning to catch fire. We wish it would be literally, but not really. Providing an alternative to the major Democratic candidates running for president.
Mainly because he's a dumpster fire.
Yeah, he is a tool.
Mm-hmm.
In recent comments, Buttigieg, said the only way women can truly be free is if they're able to kill their babies in abortions.
Yes.
On Saturday in South Bend, Indiana, mayor and Democratic presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg visited Greenville, South Carolina. Again, what the F are you doing in another state?
Well, he's trying to run for president.
I don't care. Get out. Anyway. Do not taint South Carolina. That's no.
You said taint.
I did. During a speech there, the dark horse candidate spoke about freedom, specifically as it relates to abortion, which right there should have been giant red flags, and people should have went, I'm sorry, what?
So when he spoke about freedom, did he actually sound like that, or did he sound more like, William Wallace? Freedom, that whole deal.
No, I don't know. I don't think the man knows. Just judging by his picture, he looks like he's whipped at home, so I don't think he knows what freedom actually is.
Freedom isn't free, and neither is he, so.
No. Quote, you're not free if your reproductive choices are being dictated by male politicians in Washington, end quote. He's
Sure.
running for president.
Yes.
He's a he.
He's a he.
Wouldn't he technically
I thought this was
fall under
mansplaining.
the male politician that he speaks of?
Yes, and I thought this was mansplaining at this point.
I thought so too, apparently.
But of course, if you're on the Democrat side and you're actually on their side, there is no such thing as mansplaining as long as you're explaining it to people that aren't Democrats.
He's such an idiot.
Scarborough said, do you support the late-term abortion legislation that was passed in New York State legislature, as well as in Virginia?
Buttigieg, quote, I don't think we need more restrictions right now. And what I've learned in Indiana, being in a place where a lot of my friends, a lot of my supporters even, come from a different place than I do, being pro-choice. I just believe that when a woman is in that situation, and when we're talking about some of the situations covered by that law, extremely difficult, painful, often medically serious situations,
Lies.
when life or health of the mother is at stake.
Lies.
The involvement of a male government official like me is not helpful.
Lies.
Oh,
First off, you aren't involved at all. Okay?
yes.
You aren't involved at all unless it's your kid. And if it is your kid, you're not going to let your wife give it up.
No, what I was gonna say that he actually made one that's the only part of it is actually true. His involvement as a government official is not helpful in someone else's pregnancy.
Yes, that is correct.
That should be between the doctor, the father, and the mother, and no one else.
Yes, but we do have to always protect life first.
No, I agree with that, but I'm saying if we're gonna put a decision in someone's hands, let's put it in the right hands. It should not be up to any government official. Anyway, music playing. Dylan needs to calm down. Go to DOAEshow.com for everything that is Defenders. Go to Mojo50
For everything
Radio
that is Mojo.
For everything is Mojo. Also, we're still looking for a hashtag.
We have one that's really good. But we're going to check
Try to
out
get
some
us
more.
one.
Keep it up. Keep it up,
Yeah,
guys.
send
We
them
need
out,
the
and,
hashtags.
We'll decide them soon.
Send it to info@doaeshow.com. info@doaeshow.com with your
Make sure you have
hashtag
your
and
name
your
and address.
name and your address.
Name and address.
It'll be there. Anyway,
You get a cup if you get it picked.
yep, you get a nice mug. We give you a mug. Mugs.
Catch us on the Twitters, Facebooks,
All the places. And the MeWe's. We're there.
and the MeWe's. All that good jazz. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
I don't know. You're forgetting a lot of things. Later, folks.
Yeah. See you.